We gonna do this different. This is the first time of the year I can do this. Victory cigar. It's been a year. It's been almost a year. I can finally say this in a video. Bears win! Let's go. Let's tap into it, baby.
Yes! Yes! Praise God! Praise God! Hallelujah! I'm saved.
I'm giving myself some time to celebrate this one. The Bears finally end the 14-game losing streak, and it's over. The misery, well, for the last couple of weeks and then last year, is over. The Bears have finally overcame the hump. The Bears have finally won a football game. And what a stage to do it on. Prime time Thursday night football. What a stage to get your first win in almost a calendar year. And to score 40 points. Who would have came into this game and thought the Bears would score 40 points? And it wasn't no defensive scores. No, the offense put up 40 points against the Washington front four with Jonathan Allen, Deron Payne, Montez Sweat, and Chase Young. They're one of the best front fours in the NFL, and they ran for 178 yards on the Commanders' front four. Who would have came into this game thinking the Bears would get some pressures, the Bears would get home and get some sacks? 5 sacks tonight. 5 sacks for this Bears defense and 2 takeaways. This has by far been the best performance by a Chicago Bears team in the Matt Eberflus, Ryan Poles era. This is by far the best performance. You got some moments on defense, you got some moments on offense. And I will just say this now before I go to any part of this video. This is why you pick up DJ Moore in the trade. You pick up DJ Moore. Man, 8 catches, 230 yards, 3 TDs, and the game-sealing TD. Justin Fields, 15 for 29, 282, 4 TDs, and most importantly, no fumbles, no interceptions. This is by far the most complete win we've seen from the Bears since in years. This is by far the best the Bears have looked in years. And even in the second half, the Bears gave moments to where it was like, here we go again to last week with Denver. But they made some stops. They were able to get some things done on both sides of the football, despite losing Khalil Herbert to that freak ankle injury. And Kari Blasingame came in and did some solid work. I would have thought with the injury like a Khalil Herbert, when you have Roschon Johnson who goes out at the beginning of the game with a concussion, Travis Homer is already down, you have Deontay Foreman who's inactive going into the game, so you're literally left, I stumbled on that, but I don't care, I'm in a good mood. You literally left with one fullback and the Bears get it done. This is just what a game. even though you didn't have much receiving performance outside of DJ Moore, you had a couple of catches from Kmet, you had a couple of catches from Tunyon, and that was it. But the explosion of DJ Moore, I can't say this again. This is why you go and get DJ Moore. This is why. He is one of, I kind of felt coming to the league, he's the number one receiver, he's the elite receiver. He is a elite receiver, and he showed that tonight. Now, the Bears, on the defensive side of the ball, it was a lot of yards. Sam Howell threw for 388 for 2 TDs, but he had that one interception, and the Bears got out the room with 5 sacks. So, in that first half, we saw things very similar offensively to what we seen in the first half last week against Denver. This Bears team, I love the way that they fight. I love that they were able to come out and still, despite the adversity with the second half, the things started not to go their way. They still were able to get these game won and finally in the skid. What a performance by the Chicago Bears team. Despite not having Eddie Jackson, despite Kyler Gordon already been out, despite not having Jalen Johnson, you have injuries in the game to Smith. You have Strowman go out, and he had a tremendous interception in his own right, and Terrell Smith had a wonderful forced fumble and forced fumble recovery. This Bears team still were able to prevail and win this football game. Now, I hope this is a sign of things to come with this Bears team, that they were able to pull out a game like this after the debacle that they had last week, and it was moments to where it looked bad, but they still prevailed and they were able to win this football game. And some of the decisions by Matt Eberflus I like. You didn't go for it on crazy 4th and 1s. They implemented the push play, the Philadelphia Eagles play, and with a guy like Justin Fields. And that offensive line, I want to give kudos to that offensive line. Despite the adjustments, despite the injury to Lucas Patrick, they were still able to be productive. And I really love the fact that Tevin Jenkins came in and he made an immediate impact. I saw the difference between having Ja'Tyre Carter in the game and then having a guy like Tevin Jenkins in the game. It was a big difference. The pocket looked so much cleaner tonight. He was able to spread the football. Well, he tried to spread the football, but DJ Moore was just having so much of an explosive game. Why not feed him the ball? That's how you get the ball into your best player's hands. And I like some of the things that they were able to do in the running game with Fields, whether it was the counter, the fake counter, he was able to get some yards on. They was trying to get him to the perimeter. Even though some of the plays didn't work, it was just the effort that was there to get him. And I like some of those play action first down passes. So throwing the ball on first down with the play action, it really set off the Washington defense from what they were trying to do, especially in that first half. And Khalil Herbert, I hope the ankle injury isn't serious, but he ran the football hard, averaging 7.6 yards a touch running the football. So this is a complete Bears win. Complete Bears win. It's crazy that the Bears scored 40 points. I'm still in shock about that one. The Bears were able to score 40 points. Who would have thought coming into a game this week, the Bears would drop 40? Who would have thought? This is a beautiful win. This is a win that was much needed for our fan base, much needed for us. The skid is finally snapped. We can not watch a game in tears and not watch a game was like, oh, here we go again. You know, it's a moment, but I really love what the Bears did tonight. Even though some of the statistics from Sam Howell for 388, a lot of those were the Bears were sitting in zone and they were able to get some completions, move the football. They converted on a couple of drives, but most of that yardage was because the Bears were playing soft coverage, even though I was kind of skeptical of it. But Matt Eberflus, he still, despite the injuries to the defense, put his foot on the gas, still brought some blitzes. The Bears were able to still do some things, and I really loved the way that Matt Eberflus approached this ball game in particular. I'm not going to talk about anything else, just this game in particular. They stayed aggressive for the most part. Like I said, I hated some of the fact that they went in the zones, but they stayed aggressive. Despite all the injuries, that we had coming into the game and then some of the injuries that we had throughout the course of the game, the Bears still stuck to their game plan and stayed aggressive. It's made some smart coaching decisions. Some of those short fourth downs, you know what? Kick the field goals, get your points. And Cairo Santos has been automatic, so kick your points. Kick and get your points. This was just an amazing game, and I have to touch on DJ Moore once again. This is why you make the Panthers give him up in a deal for the number 1 overall pick, because this guy is absolutely special. And it might have been 4 TDs if they didn't say he was out of bounds on that one, which it didn't. I wish they would have showed the angle on the broadcast because I didn't really see where he stepped out. But what a game. I am just so happy as a Bears fan. I can go throughout the rest of the week and not have to sit here and discuss and not want to not talk about them because they look so bad. I just like, and Luke Getsy over the past 2 games, even though the second half of last week was bad, this week, he's put Fields in positions to succeed. And this is what I love. Even though he missed a couple of throws, but that happens throughout the course of a game with any quarterback. He missed a couple of throws to Mooney, especially that open field throw in the very beginning of the game, the first play. Then he missed one on a crossing route that he slightly overthrew a little bit. But you guys always know I'm not a big statistics guy, even though it wasn't for 300 yards. It was efficient. It was productive. And it got us a victory. Even though the Bears let up 3 sacks, and a lot of those were just blown blitzes and things happen in the course of a game. I wish they would cut the number of the sacks down, letting up 3. But at the end of the day, we can say the Bears win a football game. The Bears win a football game. No turnovers. That is a key. The Bears did not turn the football over, and they created 2 takeaways of their own. I think that was the major key in this ball game, was making those plays on the defensive side of the ball. And this is a team where I've always said thrive from turnovers. So the Bears got those turnovers. They got the sacks. They got what they need from the running game with 178 yards. They got an explosion from DJ Moore. Dustin Fields was able to look solid throughout the course of the game. And they, even with his running ability, was able to get some first downs. And on a couple of bad snaps, he was still able to get some things done. So the Bears did a good job of playing as much mistake-free football as they could possibly play. They did a very good job of getting Fields outside on the corners, even though it didn't always work, but the threat was there. And that was the most important thing for the Bears to do to win this ball game. And like I said, the DJ Moore explosion. The DJ Moore explosion. This is just an absolute great win. An absolute great win for the Chicago Bears. What a win. Losing streak is over. I can go to sleep a happy man. I know it's getting late in the Central. At the time I'm recording this, it's probably close to 11 o'clock at night. But man, I got more energy now than I had throughout the whole day. This is absolutely amazing and wonderful. And we can finally start to get that behind us and move forward week to week and try to win more football games. And this is a sign, I'm not going to say it's great things to come, but a more competitive football team to come. And I love it. Finally, a Bears win, 40-20 on the road, prime time, Thursday night football. But that's all I've got. Make sure you guys stay safe. Have a great and excellent day. And I'll catch you guys in the next one. Bear down. Bears win. Peace.